With the rising cost of living, sadly some families are having to skip meals just to make ends meet. It's an area of focus for ride clubs, several of whom have partnered with local charities to ensure kids are turning up to the classroom well fed.
Knowing people that can't get food on the table and kids are going to school hungry is absolutely devastating, and it's essential clubs support families with the cost of living crisis through club grants and also their local community to provide assistance. The Catholic Education Foundation have identified up to 11 schools. There was 140 kids involved, and they organised through their emergency relief food program food vouchers for those kids that are registered.
When we talked about it at the committee, we realised that there is a cost of living crisis and a homelessness crisis. We all thought, well, let's put our resources together and donate to different organisations that help feed children when they're on the way to school, so they can start the day off in the right frame of mind. This year, we decided to donate $11,000 to Food Bank. We realised the money was going to stay in the right LGA, and that was really important to us. Our members spend their money here. We wanted to spend our money back there.
We always look at what is happening in our local community. With Sydney Community Services, we know they provide some great services in the area, and we wanted to make sure that they can continue to do that. This year, we've provided them with an $11,000 grant. That's been broken up into 3 actual projects that they'll be supported moving forward over the next year. They're constantly growing their efforts in the community, and they're the kind of organisations, when we look at our grants, we say, okay, we want to make sure we're partnering and supporting those organisations to support the community.
Sydney Community Services is an organisation with a very long history of providing support to people in the City of Ryde and Hunters Hill area. In the last 12 months, our community organisation provided over 700 food parcels to people in need. Club grants, such as the grant we received from Ryde East Leagues Club, mean that we can continue providing essential supports like food vouchers or food parcels to our community.
The club grant program is fantastic. The framework that it works under, making sure the clubs have got direct relationships with the community groups to make sure that get to talk to them throughout the year. It's not just a one-off request for a grant and that's the end of it. And that's important to us.
Whether it's a sporting group, whether it's a community group, women's shelters, domestic violence or feeding children, club grants is a vital scheme that the community require, and we spend our money to make sure we do our part for the community with the responsibility that we have as a licensed club.
You just notice that without the funding from the clubs and the club grant scheme, these organisations wouldn't be able to do the work they do in the community and help people.
It's not just the responsibility of one organisation. If we work together and we create this network of support, this is what it really means to belong, to be part of a community, to know if you fall on hard times, there will be someone who will be able to support you.
Mum, what's Plus Super?
Why?
Well, that job that I applied for, I got it. 45.
Make the most of your super moment with Australia's largest, most trusted super fund. It's Australian, it's super, and it's yours.